And welcome back to America Decides. The field in the race to lead the Democratic National Committee is growing. The chair of the Wisconsin Democratic Party, Ben Wikler, and former Maryland Senate candidate Robert Houton jumped in on Sunday. Whoever wins is expected to chart a new course for the party after those bruising losses this year. Hunter Woodall joins us now to break this all down. Hunter, good to see you. So the Democratic Party is kind of in the wilderness right now. They're trying to figure out where to go next after these losses this past presidential election cycle. The DNC race seems to represent at least one way to kind of figure out where the party's going to go. What have we learned so far? What are you kind of looking for?
That's absolutely the case, Caitlin. I mean, what's so bizarre here is, the DNC, it's not a massive race. There's only around 500 members of the Democratic National Committee, but this position will have immense influence. And when you look at the tensions going out here, it's, what is the vision of the Democratic Party moving forward? And that's the big question here. But it's also this matter of how are you going to reshape the party in the next 4 years? Because they obviously want to win back the White House. These are longer-term questions, longer-term issues, and the candidates in this race, it's really going to be a difficult dynamic that they're facing because obviously Democrats, especially the ones I've talked to on Capitol Hill, they're fairly demoralized right now by the Trump victory.
Yeah, and what are those kind of tensions that they're going to be kind of exploring through this DNC race? I mean, it seems kind of like a wonky position, but it's absolutely crucial in terms of raising money, in terms of building out state parties as well. When the party's kind of looking where to go, where's the tension right now?
Well, this is always one of those matters where you find that push, give and pull between progressives and moderates. So, there's this thought of, okay, do Democrats need to go back towards the center? Then progressives are saying, hey, you campaign, VP Harris campaigned with Liz Cheney in those final weeks. They don't think that helped with voters so much. So that's the kind of tension you're likely going to see here. But also, it can be less about ideology and more about what's your background here? And we have candidates who have had success in state races, but there's not like that marquee name in the race so far. I mean, you have Martin O'Malley, the former Maryland governor, but he obviously was barely registered in the 2016 presidential race. Yeah. So in the race like this, these are folks who tend to work more behind the scenes, but have that massive ability to really reshape the party moving forward. We can't forget, DNC really reshaped the primary calendar to favor Joe Biden, after the 2020 presidential election. And they'll likely have to figure out questions about that, coming up.
Yeah, and the Trump team was instrumental in rebuilding or building the RNC in that candidate's image as well. So what's the process moving forward? How do they select a DNC chair?
Well, this is a short window, and it's, I'm looking at the DNC released some details a few weeks back. They'll have this contest on February 1st, and it sounds like there'll be some candidate forums next month in January. And this will really be an interesting idea of, there's no Democratic leader right now, really, when you think of what we're seeing. You obviously have the leaders in the House and the Senate, but the thought of, we haven't really seen that kind of resistance-like movement we saw after the 2016 presidential election. So this will be kind of the first proxy battle between what we're likely going to see for the next few years between progressives, moderates, but also people who really want to try and rebrand what it means to be a Democrat in America today.
Yeah, a big outstanding question, and that's a really good point about not having a leader at this point. So we will see. Hunter Woodall, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.